I'm going to meet with Ariana's first grade teacher and the nurse at the new school where she's going next year. The main thing from my perspective is to explain what celiac disease is, and the Children's Hospital Support Group put together a brochure for educators, and I wanted to also go through snacks, birthdays, lunch, celebrations, food in the curriculum, just ask any questions and offer that I'm willing to do anything that would be helpful as far as bringing in whatever's necessary that's gluten-free for the whole class. I don't know.
It's such a fine line because you want to be really aware of it, but you don't want her defined by her allergy.
Yes. If she did get any crumbs, she might throw up or she might get a very upset stomach, like get diarrhea, but she wouldn't go into anaphylactic shock. So, the worst that could happen is still not a trip to the hospital. What if you weren't here, if there was a substitute or something like that?
Whenever I have a substitute, especially if I know I'm going to be out, I write out my plans, and the very first paragraph is always who has allergies or some other kind of medical condition and what they need to do about it. If I was ever out for an emergency basis, there's still a sub-folder, and that's right on the inside cover, so they can always pull that for more generic work, but it's right there who has allergies and who doesn't.
I'm going to bring that book, Raising Your Celiac Child by Dana Korn, and I'm also going to bring a book that is called Eating Gluten-Free with Emily. That's a picture book that came out, I think, last year, and Ariana had asked me to read it to her kindergarten class last year. It simplifies the whole thing, and she really liked it because then the other kids knew why she couldn't have the same foods.
If I go to birthday parties, my mom makes me my own little cupcake. At my birthday, I just get ice cream cake.
The only other thing that I thought of in last year this was helpful was the occasional time that somebody drops in with a box of donuts from Dunkin' Donuts and nobody expected it. I kept some gluten-free treats in the teacher's closet, and she could pick something if that's all right.
That's great.
Would it be possible if we thought it was appropriate to send home a letter maybe that I wrote to the other parents, just letting them know that if they were going to send in food, I'd be really grateful if they could let me know ahead of time so I could make sure Ariana had something similar?
We could put that in their back and forth folders. Those go home every day, and we could send that out to everyone. That's not a problem.
I want to buy my lunch sometimes.
I know that this year at some point she'd very much like to figure out if there's anything through the food services that she can buy.
Every child in the school every month gets a menu.
Okay.
And then I send it home, and then you circle your choices, write them in, return it.
That's great.
Yeah. It makes it so much easier. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks very much. Thank you.
In the school of which I'm a principal, we have a list that we make, that we distribute to teachers of all students who have any allergies. And in the cafeteria, the food service, people are trained to make sure that they know who the kids are who have these allergies. There's a sort of hyper-awareness of allergies now. So you're not going to be seen as pushy or crazy if you come in and want different food or different setting for your allergic child. That's just not going to be very odd these days. That's going to be pretty much routine. And we expect that as principals to get requests like that.